Hey, what's up, everyone? We made it through another month. This month was difficult for me, but I was able to get through it. Uh, and in the month green, we did, and with only very small green. But after sizing up this month, doubling my size from last month, adjusting to my position size, and getting used to my new max loss and the risk I was taking in this account now. Uh, Overall, I am still proud of what I was able to accomplish this month. But let's just jump right into Friday's trades, and then we can go into our monthly recap. So on Friday, I took an open range breakdown on FSLY. I got short on this at 67.80. Got my first cover at 64.85, and then this thing bounced and stopped me out back at break even. Uh, this trade I was a little disappointed on because this was something I had been watching all week, and it was in a big gap. And I had been waiting and waiting for this thing to make some really good moves, and it did on Friday. But with Friday being the end of the month, and I came into the market red, and was going to end the month red. But on this trade, I was able to get that back and get back to break even. And I just didn't want to take the risk again. I also been noticing on Fridays that over the last 3 months, I took about 22, 23 trades on Fridays, and about 20 of those have been red. So with that getting into my mind, kind of just I wanted to end the Friday on the green, and I wanted to end the month on green. So it kept me out of taking any another trade on this. So that was FSLY, and then because of FSLY selling off, I had APPS also on my watch list, and I just jumped on this thing. I really didn't have any plan. I didn't have any of my levels marked out on this chart, especially the channel level. And uh, when I just saw this chart moving, and I ended up jumping in on this short for aggressive entry. But since it was after 10 o'clock, I needed to wait for confirmation. And also with me, one in this month green and in have a green Friday, I did not let this trade go through. I did not. I just killed it. But looking back, I looked at this and I saw that the candle I entered on, even though I entered as soon as we broke this candle also closed below the channel, and the candle I got out on was the confirmation candle. So uh, this ended up making a great move. It did set up for me. I just jumped in early and I stopped looking at the chart, and I was only thinking about my P&L. And when you do that, you don't trade uh, clearly with that on your mind, thinking about only money and not just thinking about the setup. And this is a clear case of what can happen. I missed a great move. This thing faded pretty much the rest of the day, and this would have made I would have made a killing on this. But poor planning. I would say this was more of a revenge trade just because I missed out on FSLY, and I pretty much broke even on this. I got short at what was it, 28.70, and then got right back out at 28.68. But yeah, this is just failed execution. FSLY, this was a great execution. I just should have entered again once this thing set up. I could have took an entry once we bounced and rejected this 9 up here, or I could even wait till we close below the channel, which is more comfortable for me after the first 30 minutes of the market. And I could have got back in this thing and still made some decent money. So I did end my Friday green, but I am not the proudest of my execution. I was too focused on my P&L and not just trading the charts. But let's go right into my monthly recap. So this month, as you can see, we pretty much broke even on the month. Uh, we had 2 green weeks and 3 red weeks. I pretty much broke even this last week. Uh, but this 88.80, I just let this stock get away from me on that day, and this right here kind of messed up my month as far as psychologically. I just was focused on this loss and just trying to just make this back and not focusing clearly on my setups. But we did end the month green, so I am proud of that. Uh, I know a little bit of this was me coming in with bigger size this month and just not wanting to see a losing trade, and I held on to this a little too long and ended up taking a bigger loss than was planned. But I had a mentor session on the 29th with Ed, and we just went through because I was like, losing confidence in my trading, especially with the month ending red and the last 2 months were green, and I was just losing confidence. I was wondering if I was trading right, and just a bunch of things that was just getting into my cycle, in my psyche. I mean, sorry, and I was kind of letting that beat me up. And then talking with Ed, he just kind of reminded me to trust the process. As long as you are executing your trades to your plan, then you are doing everything right. So uh, this Friday, even though I didn't trade the best, I didn't uh, execute the best. That one trade that I took at the beginning of the day, FSLY, I did execute on that, and it was good because I wasn't even planning on trading just because I know Fridays are not the best for me, either it be mentally or whatever the market does. But I am proud that we was able to end the month green. What I am not proud of is this. Last month I tagged most of my trades as no trades. Well, I had multiple different tags, but the one that I showed you guys was to no trade, and that was only simply focusing on stocks that didn't set up for me, or I got in and I missed the level. But talking with Ed on that Thursday, we he was just telling me simply stick to pass or fail. And I went back through my trades this month, and all the ones I tagged as no trade, I also tagged as failed because that is failed execution. If you did not vet the stock correctly and you miss a level, that's failed execution. You take it off too early, that's failed execution. You enter it without there being a setup, that's failed execution. So now you will be seeing just strictly pass or fail. And if you look at my failed trades, these are all the ones that pretty much meet all those criteria: the no setup, missing levels, taking it off early. They all fall under this category. And you can tell that this took away $133 of my profit. So this really beat me up. And I had 12 positions that I did not, that failed. And I just need to get this number down. Uh, at first, I was only focused on just really focusing on the no trades, but I just need to focus on execution and execution alone. So I really want to see this next month less failed executions, and we get this not start knocking this number down, we'll start seeing a lot more profit. So that is going to be what I'm going to be focused on going on into this next month and throughout the rest of my trading career. And I just want to finish this month strong, this month coming up strong, and the quarter strong, and going into next year. If everything lines up right, I'll be doubling up my size again, and we'll just keep on trucking quarter after quarter. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys for checking in, and I'll catch you in the next one.